Right, part number 2, Pocket Paragons, Acquisitions Incorporated, flipping through the cards. Starting off with Evelyn Marthane. And Evelyn Marthane fights honorably, refusing to execute her enemy, but in exchange, her god blesses her with increased power. She's an advanced character, so she has no execute, sounds like. Alright, Divine Smite, 3 strength. If you have 2+ energy, this ability has the following: stun. If this counters an ops ability, they exhaust it. And vicious. If this counters an enemy's ability, this ability deals double damage. So I guess you can pick which one you want to do. I'd probably deal with the double damage. Alright, but counters the flight. If you do, gain 1 energy. Nature's Wrath, the flight. If you have +1 energy, block 1 damage and counters the book. Lay on hands, the book, vulnerable. If this ability is countered, exhaust it. Heal 1, ready this ability, and counters the fist. Lightfall, you can't execute your enemy, but you can do 3 damage. And Lawful, you can't execute your enemy. And Divine Health, when this card is exhausted. While this card is exhausted, when your enemy counters one of your abilities, you may ready this ability, bring it back from the discard. Rest, at the end of your turn, ready all of your abilities and gain 1 energy. Praise the Sun, your abilities can't be countered, you can't be executed. Passive 3, becomes active when you have 3 energy. Okay, so can't be executed, so you can play kind of fast and loose with her, as long as you have energy, sounds like. Alright, character 4, character 5, Morgan. She's an advanced flight affinity. Morgan hits hard right out of the gate and can disable your op's weapon and to keep herself safe. Okay. Alright, Colossal Slayer, 1 fist. This has attack +1 for each energy your enemy has to a maximum of attack +2. It counters the flight. Precise Shot, 2-1 flight, vulnerable, hit. Your enemy may exhaust their execute. If they don't, then attack has +2. Counters book. Entangle, talking about Jada Pinkett. She's kind of like an elf. Grab 1. If your enemy didn't deal your damage or play a grab, you deal 1 unblockable damage. If your grab deals damage, your enemy must exhaust an ability. Counters fist. Flashing Scimitar, 1 execute. Pretty weak execute, but she does other stuff. Pass without a trace. If you block damage, heal 1. Rest, at the end of your round, ready all of your abilities and gain 1 energy. Sacred, this is always ready and can't be exhausted. Paid in advance, and that is uninheritable. This ability begins the game ready. Store this ability and lose 2 energy. Ready, 2 energy. Alright. Character 6. Portentia Dran. Portentia can do anything her enemy can do, but better. It's not stealing if you've legally acquired the rights to their abilities in a hostile takeover. Alright, Strong Arm Tactics. 1 fist, hit. Your enemy must exhaust an ability. If your enemy played Rest, ready this ability. Counters flight. Yet another betrayal. 2-1 flight. Vicious. If this counters an ops' ability, then it deals double damage. So 4 if it counters book. Infringement, 3 on book. Invulnerable. If this ability is countered, exhaust it. And this ability, yeah, so normally when your stuff is countered, it bounces the hand. But if it's exhausted, it's discarded. You can get it back by resting. But if it's exhausted face down, it might be kind of like an exile zone. Not exactly sure on that part. But this ability copies the text box of the ability your enemy played this round. Unless they played the ultimate, you don't copy the attack or effects like counter, execute, defend, or sacred. Counters the fist. If you do, gain 1 energy. Shifter's Blade, execute for 1. If this ability is blocked, ready it. Buyout got the block. If you block damage, you may ready an exhausted ability matching the symbol your enemy played. Defend, block all damage you were dealt this round. Rest at the end of your round. Ready all of your abilities and gain 1 energy. Sacred, this ability is always ready and can be exhausted. So they can't get rid of the rest. Hostile takeover. Uninheritable. That does mean uninheritable, right? Yeah, no inheritance symbol. You can't pass an ability that has the no inheritance symbol. So you can, when playing Legacy, then you can get cards, but not these cards though, to the next character that you want to play. This copies the ability your enemy played last round, including symbol. Whenever this ability would become exhausted, instead store it and lose all energy. Ready 1 energy. All right, bunch of characters, a lot of value in this 1 box. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th and last character. Profa Dran. She's advanced, and Omen's mother, Profa, has retired from the adventuring life, but give her enough time and she'll turn her healing power into unstoppable damage. Full art. All right, Renewed Faith. The Fist, heal 2. If this counters an ops ability, you gain an additional energy, counters the flight, and if you do, gain 1 energy. An Eye for Trouble, 2 flight. Ignore enemy hit effects, even if this ability is countered. Counters the book. And Mom's Wisdom, book, block 1 damage, heal 1, ready, and exhausted ability, counters the fist. Confessor, execute, if you have not dealt damage this round, ready this ability. Okay, like if it gets blocked, you get to get it back. 2 chances to execute, always nice. And keeping the peace, that's a block. If you block damage, heal 1. And rest at the start, at the end of the round, ready all of your abilities and gain 1 energy. Sacred, can't be exhausted. Dran and Courtier, non-inheritable, and when you heal, deal that much unblockable damage to your enemy. And whenever you would gain energy, heal 1 instead. Passive 3 becomes active when you have 3 energy. All right, great stuff. Hopefully getting to play this tomorrow, Thanksgiving, which is Thanksgiving Eve right now. So yeah. All right, we can look at store, ready, hit, execute, exhaust, energy, defend, counter, boost, ignore boost abilities unless another effect adds a boost effect to 1 of your cards. Banish. Banished abilities are set aside for the rest of the game. They can't re-enter the game in any way. Okay, so of course, exhausted, that's just discard pile. Banished, that's exile. And I guess face down, execute, that's not banished. And affinity, a character's affinity is a quick reference to show their strongest ability. It has no gameplay function. All right, that clears up a little bit. All right, looking forward to playing this tomorrow. Hopefully later on this evening you can see the video. Oyo Games. Like, comment, subscribe. Tuvok.